So Thamud has a history of rejecting Allah's divine warners. Now, what does or who does the Thamud represent? Well, historically, Thamud is described by historians as an ancient civilization in the Hijaz region around the 8th century BCE, which means 800 years before the birth of Jesus or Isa, and nearly 1400 years before the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon both of those worthy servants. The Hijaz region is the western province of Saudi Arabia, and it holds the cities of Jeddah, Mecca, and Medina. Thus, the Hijaz region is renowned for being the location of two of Islam's most holy cities. Well, according to this Quranic account, which is reiterated in several other places in the Holy Quran, meaning the Thamud is discussed or described in other places throughout the Holy Quran. But according to this account, Thamud received divine messengers from God. Therefore, Prophet Muhammad was not the first divine messenger or prophet sent to the Arabian Peninsula. The Holy Quran also informs us that Abraham and Ishmael were sent to that region and to the holy city of Mecca. Now, in the Holy Quran, it states, "This is the revelation of the book in which there is no doubt from the Lord of the worlds," referring to the Holy Quran. That's the authority. "Or do they say he has forged it? Nay, it is the truth from thy Lord, that thou mayest admonish or warn a people to whom no warner has come before thee, in order that they may receive divine guidance." Now, Islamic scholars have presumed that this verse applies to Prophet Muhammad. They presume that today, which if it did would not and does not make sense, given that Allah through the Holy Quran describes several messengers sent to the Arabian Peninsula. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad refuted this casual presumption in assumption made by Islamic scholars. What we mean by casual? Well, because you're from that region and you garb up in your Islamic or your cultural garment, and you have the Holy Quran and you have scholarship everywhere and you have institutions set up where you study the Holy Quran. You just presume is your right to know what the Holy Quran means. But you have made mistakes, and he's pointing one out to you. So obviously, if no warner has not been sent to that which this Muhammad is sent to, the area, then it can be Prophet Muhammad. It's as simple as that. So you can hold on to your foolish presumptions, but they've already been found wanting and in error. So many Islamic scholars continue to hang on to their misinterpretation. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad declared and exquisitely taught that this verse applies to the last messenger of God, who is the Messiah. According to the Holy Quran, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught that the Holy Quran was revealed through Prophet Muhammad for the ultimate benefit of the Messiah, who would fulfill the prophetic narratives described in the Holy Quran. This is among the reasons why the Holy Quran was not put into book form and widely distributed among humanity until long after Prophet Muhammad's death. The last messenger of God, the Messiah, although being directly taught by the Almighty God in person, would need to understand the terrain of his mission by being taught the meanings of the narratives delineated in the Holy Quran, which verifies the Bible. So this terrain is the Messiah's journey through the footsteps of the prophets described in both books. Now, of course, the Messiah cannot fulfill the prophetic narratives of the Holy Quran unless he also warns those who had received previous divine warners from God. That's obvious. If he's to fulfill that which is written of Lot and the other prophets, then he must also be a warner to those who already received divine warners. So he does both. The Messiah. He is raised to warn and guide his own people who never received a divine warner. This is affirmed in the Holy Quran, where it states, "And he, Allah, will teach him," meaning the Messiah, "the book and the wisdom and the Torah and the gospel, and make him a messenger to the children of Israel." So the Messiah becomes the messenger to warn and guide his own people, the children of Israel, the black people, which in its fulfillment are the black people of the Western Hemisphere. Now, why is he sent to do that? Well, the Messianic prophecies are rooted in the prophecy describing the abduction, enslavement, deliverance, and redemption of Abraham's seed, the enslaved children of Israel, which historically began to be fulfilled in 1555 when the first black people from Africa were brought to the shores of the Americas.